was America. Don't catch you slipping now.
What? You didn't see that coming?
No, I don't think anybody saw that coming, actually. Now, before I get spammed hate comments,
Wait.
I actually think Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, is a fine choice. When we heard his Yoshi voice initially and didn't know it was him, I was completely fine with it, and honestly, I still am. Now, if he starts rapping, then yeah, it's gonna be a little bit out of character.
Fuck these other
And overall, I think the Super Mario Galaxy movie looks good. The Chris Pratt as Mario casting was already roasted into oblivion in the ramp-up of the first film when he replaced the legendary Charles Martinet. But clearly, everybody kind of moved on from that controversy. The first film made $1 billion, and even though I wouldn't consider it even close to the level of a classic Pixar or Disney film, it was a fun time that brought the iconic franchise to the big screen while respecting the source material. And the whole cast did a solid job. Even Seth Rogen, who I usually fucking hate.
Hey Mario, you better stay away from my bananas.
But despite that, it highlighted a larger issue within the animation industry. Celebrities have essentially replaced professional voice actors when it comes to headlining animated blockbusters. But Vulture, I hear you ask, why does it matter? You just said yourself that celebrities are able to do a fine job, and while that may be true, it's clear that mainstream actors receive these roles for other reasons than simply being the best choice for the job. Having a marketable celebrity in an animated film automatically places a high-profile face to the movie's name, and fans of that actor or actress will at least be somewhat inclined to check out the movie. But let's not get it twisted. The IP or the franchise that the movie's based on is what sells a film like this. Same with Sonic, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, etc. People aren't excited to watch Shadow or Sonic because of Keanu Reeves or Ben Schwartz. They show up because of the characters they're playing. Same goes for superhero films. Tom Holland, Chris Evans, hell, even RDJ aren't bigger than the characters they portray. And it makes me question, is it even worth paying celebrities tens of millions of dollars when they're not even a draw for the target audience? In my opinion, hell no.
And there's no money in here.
Real quick, if you're enjoying the video, please like, subscribe, and help me reach 5K subs. Now back to the video. In this same sense, the best thing a celebrity voice actor can do is offer a good performance. Even a passable one is okay, I guess. The important thing is they don't completely fuck it up. Chris Pratt would have never heard the end of it if he sucked, especially since Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario for decades, was unceremoniously driven out the door by Nintendo, much to fans' dismay. People were primed to rip into his performance, but thankfully it was fine. And even if it wasn't, it's not really his fault. If the film failed due to his casting, that's pretty much on the studio, in this case Illumination and Universal. I can't really blame an actor for accepting work. A lot of studios, and specifically their marketing and casting agencies, need to learn that slapping a celebrity onto a project won't automatically make it a bigger success, and in some cases, it can completely derail a film. Sonic fans, for example, were set to riot when Colleen O'Shaughnessy, the iconic voice of Tails, was reportedly not going to reprise her role in Sonic 2. However, when this became known, the online backlash was so severe that Paramount knew they'd torpedo the film if they didn't change it, and thankfully they were able to dodge a bullet. But what about the times celebrity voice actors have absolutely destroyed the films they were a part of? Like Awkwafina, the human embodiment of tinnitus and ear grape.
Remember my song in the swamp when I was like, whap, chicka, whap, whap, chicka, whap. Wow, those cats are really fast, huh? But you can't swerve. You're gonna roll up to that way and you're gonna be like, bok, bok, bitch.
Stop it, please, I beg you.
Her cringe black scent is burned into the sinews of my gray matter. I guess it's okay to racially appropriate if you're a minority yourself. At this point, I'm unsure of the Oppression Olympics rulebook. Regardless, her voice, which makes nails on a chalkboard sound like a calming Tame Impala song by comparison, has been roasted mercilessly. I mean, sure, she has a unique voice, but it's one that's well suited for a side part, not a main character that you have to listen to for over 90 minutes. So why exactly does she continue to get roles other than the fact that she's moderately famous? I can't think of one. And the same goes for The Rock playing Maui in Moana. Sure, he wasn't bad, but he couldn't sing for shit.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
You're Welcome is one of the more beloved recent Disney songs, but that's in spite of him. He's speaking on rhythm more than actually singing. My point is there were clearly better choices who could actually sing, but since he's one of the kings of Hollywood, he got the role and stole it from a professional voice actor. This is a far cry from the animated blockbusters of decades past. For example, the Disney classics of the 90s that resurrected the studio from bankruptcy had professional voice actors that were largely unknown. They weren't created as vehicles for celebrities. The storytelling came first, and that included finding the best VAs for the cast. Even when there was a huge celebrity in this era, like Robin Williams as the genie, he was fantastic in his role, and nobody can really imagine that character not played by him. Same goes for Eddie Murphy as Donkey, Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear. When I think about Shrek, for example, I don't see Michael Myers. When I picture Mike and Sully, I don't think about Billy Crystal and John Goodman. The characters, stories, and performances come before the actors themselves, and that's how it should be. But today it feels like a lot of celebrities see animation as an easy paycheck where they don't have to memorize lines or be on camera. A lot of the time they sound like they're reading their grocery list in their own voice. No special inflections, no specific tone change. It's just some easy money for them for a few hours of work on their way to film another project.
Wow, this is garbage.
What I'm trying to say is that voice actors are slowly being kicked out of their own industry. Not everyone is able to become an on-screen talent, and that's okay. Voice actors have managed to carve a nice niche out for themselves, but it's gotta be concerning and insulting for the future of your industry when Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and fucking Pauly Shore are stealing roles from you. I mean, if you really want to test your sanity, watch the Pinocchio movie starring Pauly Shore from 2022. You can hate me later or thank me.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
We're approaching territory where professional voice actors are no longer the go-to when it comes to bringing characters to life. Don't get me wrong, there are still unknowns getting work, like Piper Curda, who voices Mabel in Hoppers, the Pixar film that just came out. But bro, look at the rest of the top-billed cast. There are so many A through C list celebrities here that it's almost shocking. How are voice actors supposed to survive in this environment? And I guess my fear is that voice actors who have not been able to break through into live action projects will soon be out of jobs completely. There is a special level of care, expertise, and experience that a voice actor has compared to Gal Gadot or some other flat actress stepping into a recording booth as a side quest. And I mean flat in terms of her acting, okay? Chill. Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime. Tom Kenny is SpongeBob. Tara Strong is Timmy Turner and Bubbles. These are actors and irreplaceable voices that have shaped our childhoods, whereas a lot of the recent celebrity performances we've talked about could have been played by anyone. While Hollywood has always ridden a fine line between celebrities and seasoned VAs before, it appears they are swinging very noticeably in an alarming direction. And as Hollywood continues to contract, I pray that voice actors aren't the first to hit the curb in this new landscape. Thank you so much for sticking with the video this long. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And let me hear your thoughts in the comments. Are you as concerned as I am for voice actors, or do you think there will always be a place for them in Hollywood? Again, my goal is to hit 5K subs, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.